Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest players of all time.
Look at the hustle of Lamar Odom. Off to Kobe Bryant.
The future Hall of Famer was an 18-time All-Star.
Now Bryant again, out between the rings, guarded by Pippen. Kobe on the move. Lobs for O'Neal. For the dunk. Kobe Bryant.
2008 NBA MVP.
Long run out by Kobe Bryant. Behind it. Oh! What did I just see? You just saw what Kobe does best, and that's bring people to their feet with a sensational play.
A two-time Olympic gold medalist.
Slam dunk. Woo! When you talk about elevation, Chick, he went up to the rafters before he decided to put somebody on a poster.
And five-time NBA champion.
Walking to tip it. Bryant with the save. Oh, you gotta get a shot here. Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
Kobe Bryant has hit a shot at the buzzer.
He is the beloved husband, an author, philanthropist, an Oscar, Emmy, and Annie Award winner, and most importantly, a father of 4 beautiful daughters.
Kobe, 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 Kobe.
Hey, what's going on, world? How y'all doing, man? This is another installment of the pod with no name here with
Tully.
and
Prince.
today.
Why is Drake saying my name?
That's the only way I
We gotta
found.
edit that. I want that.
You don't like the
Prince.
that shit is hard to me.
That's cool. It's smooth.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's smooth.
All right. Yeah. Today
I say ya.
is not here because he's about to be getting buckets with his team. Well, he's not getting buckets, but his team getting buckets down in New York with the game. So salute to you, my brother. Man,
Get
good
that
luck.
W.
Word.
Word.
Come back with that W and the good the good juju.
Or at least
and
like
shit.
good effort. Like good effort.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, cause but yeah,
A
man.
W might be a little. might be a little.
We gonna
tough.
talk to him about it when you pull up. We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about something. But yeah, so today, it's the day of this recording is Super Bowl Sunday, but we had to put a dedication episode out to Kobe Bryant, and we just wanted to wait a little bit just to see, things that came out. The funeral hasn't happened yet.
And actually, we talked about recording earlier in the week, and I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah, because so much more came out.
Yeah.
And if we would have did that, like at the time we were saying recording, that was the day of, or maybe a day after.
It was like the Tuesday.
The Tuesday, okay.
Yeah, I
but
think it
even
was like a couple
still,
days.
because like they said Rick Fox was on the helicopter.
Yeah, there was a lot of
It was
information.
a
we
lot
didn't have.
of
And
so
plus, like I wouldn't have wanted to do it then. Like the emotions were still a little raw.
That's
I
a
was still a
fact.
little shocked. Yeah,
I had to stay off social media all Monday
Yeah.
and Sunday, but we're gonna talk about that. But just to get the major details out the way, the day of the Grammys last Sunday from this time of recording, there was a reporting that Kobe's helicopter crashed and it was him and 8 other passengers on board. So a little bit about like what transpired with the crash. Basically, he was flying to the MAMBA Sports Academy, and he was approaching, there was some weather conditions. So we did a little bit of research on it, and basically there's 2 types of ways that you can fly. So in a helicopter, so you can fly with visual, you can fly visually, or you could utilize instruments. So basically, the pilot, amazing pilot, Kobe recommended him to Kawhi Leonard as well. He was utilizing him as well. And he was flying, utilizing the visual aspect of it. And so they approached some fog and, some weather conditions, so which made it difficult for him to see.
Right.
And so in order to fly visually, you need to see at least a mile at minimum away, and then a half a mile away at minimum, and then all around the helicopter. And so because of that fog and the weather conditions, he couldn't see. So now he had to rely on something which is called instruments. One instrument is radar. So he basically radioed into the tower, and was like, yeah, like I'm gonna need to use the instruments. But because he was flying at around 1,300 feet, it was too low.
Right.
You know, and this actually made me remember like, this is what flying under the radar means.
Right.
So I looked up like, okay, well, how high do you have to be in order for your radar to be detected? And it was saying like at least 5,000 to 40,000 feet. And so he increased his height. No, not the height, but the elevation. And so he went up to 2,300 feet. Still wasn't able to pick up. And so he tried to bank. He took a bank left, like he banked left. And then because of the speed that they were going, they were basically maxed out. The helicopter was able to fly upwards of 180 miles per hour. Like that's the max. And he banked left. And because of that, some reason it caused the helicopter to descend where the untimely death of.
Yeah, and to be clear, like that, I mean, because you said that helicopter doesn't actually have a black box. So,
yeah, yep.
So to be clear, like this is for the most part, like just what a lot of experts are
Yep.
you know, trying to infer from what they know. So
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
truly know what happened, but it sounds
Right.
like that could have been it. But just a tragedy, man.
I
Just
know.
a tragedy.
I know. And so we could also start off with like some of the victims' names. So the other victims included John and Carrie Altabelli, and then their teenage daughter, Alyssa Altabelli, Sarah Chester and her 13-year-old daughter, Peyton Chester, Christina Mauser, who was the assistant coach with the girls team that Kobe Bryant coached on, and then the pilot, Ara, excuse me if I mispronounced the last name, but Zobayan. And then obviously we know that Kobe and his daughter, Gigi Bryant, was also on that crash. So
Rest in peace to all the victims.
definitely,
Of course.
definitely. So that was really hard to hear, but
Shocking. How did you hear about it?
so when I heard about it, so I was in LA and I had an amazing weekend in LA. Like, shouts out to, you know what I mean, my homeboy Chris, who was basically like taking us around everywhere and allowing us to enjoy the city. But I was in LA, and the night before, like the weather was a little weird, and definitely the morning of it was foggy as hell. And so I saw a text. No, I got a text from my coworker, which actually, like, that shit made me tight, cause like I had that magnet thing. Like, people know like I like Kobe or whatever, but homeboy texts me, Kobe died.
I mean, that's what everybody was doing.
But like, I don't know, it just felt weird.
That's
but,
what because I didn't find out via text, but I did find out like I think I got a notification that said it was clear that TMZ was reporting it, and they
Right.
weren't trying to say that they were saying it.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I hopped on Twitter, and then I saw like people saying like, nah, say it ain't so,
Right,
you know,
right.
this and that. Like, it was blanket shock. Like,
Yeah.
like I looked on Twitter, I looked on Facebook, you know, because that's what we do now.
Yep.
And of course, I was trying to get on the TMZ website, but I guess since everybody was trying to get to it, you know, you couldn't actually see the article. So I wasn't sure for a while. I think at least an hour. I was just like, nah. Like, I see people saying this, but nah.
Yeah.
And then that's when I saw the actual reports from like the local stations out in LA. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I got a text that said that, but then I also got I also went to, or someone sent me like a TMZ on Instagram. So then I went to Instagram, and I was like, oh, this TMZ, like,
Right.
this shit bullshit.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just gonna wait for the ESPN app to give me that report.
What is TMZ's track record? Because they like, I feel like people say that they get it right a lot, but they get it wrong a lot too, though, don't they?
I think like recently they've been getting stuff
Didn't
right.
didn't they say, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, we ain't here for none of that. But like, didn't they say something like Lil Wayne died? Didn't they say something about
But that was a minute ago though, and he was in the hospital for critical condition and all of that. So
right.
I don't,
but my point is,
yeah.
I mean, you get something like that wrong once, there's
That's a
always the
fact.
potential that you got it wrong again. So I think there was, warranted skepticism.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then like just you're like, Kobe ain't dead.
It's
like,
Kobe,
right? Like he not
yeah.
gonna die. So yeah, when that ESPN report came in, I was like, oh, this is tragic.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking like, what am I like? What's the day gonna be? Because that was on a Sunday, that was the same day as the Grammys, and we still had plans. And so people were like, yo, like, do you want to go down to the Staples Center? And I was like, nah, like, I think I'd rather just continue on with going to the Laugh Factory. And I'm actually so happy that I went to the Laugh Factory because I was a little, a little smizz, a little intoxicated. So I don't remember Donnell Rollins came out. That was dope. But I don't remember the other up-and-coming comedians. But
I don't know who Donnell Rollins is either.
Ashley Larry.
Oh, I didn't know his real name.
Yes, but one of the other
I wonder if he gets mad that people refer to him as.
Yeah, Ashley Larry. People call him Ashley Larry.
And he's cool with it?
That's what broke you. You gotta be cool with it. Really?
I'm sure like at some point you're like, yo, bruh. Like I remember when and this is getting off topic, but I remember Cam, he was like, yo, stop calling me Rico. That shit is over. You know what I mean? So maybe especially Ashley Larry. Like,
yeah, but I don't know. But yeah, so went to the Laugh Factory and one comedian had like Kobe jokes on deck. And I thought that was kind of wild that, he took that chance because, some of the crowd was like, ooh, but it was a little light. It was light humor and that helped. Like that made it, like a little bit more palatable that actually that actually happened. So I just was like, I'm so happy that I went to the Laugh Factory. Like that really helped me cope with it because I'm a huge Kobe fan. I've been a Kobe fan for years. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I'm not a Kobe fan, and people know that about me. Because like in the Kobe versus LeBron conversation, like I'm on Team LeBron for that because I feel like my mic just went out.
Nah, you good. I can hear you.
Okay. But I'm usually taking that side. I feel like, there's the Jordan era, and then there's like,
yeah.
I
hear y'all say that, but I always disagree because there was years where LeBron came in 03, Kobe came in 96. So
right. So so there was a period after Jordan where it was Kobe.
Yeah.
For a fact, but
yeah, but
you know what I mean?
And then so we also discussed like styles of play and stuff like that.
Right.
I personally like LeBron is nice. Like I really believe that he's gonna get, he's gonna become the all-time leading scorer in points, and obviously gonna be top 10 in still rebounds and assists. But his game ain't like Kobe's game.
So game, yeah,
Finesse?
absolutely. Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah. And I don't think anybody ever says that.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I like the way Kobe plays. I like the way.
But you also have to like the way LeBron. You don't like the way LeBron sees the court.
I like his passing, but like I can't play bully ball.
Right.
Like, but I can work a little bit and like that ass.
Okay, so you take after like his style.
I come on the block. If it's a dude an inch or two shorter than me, in my mind, I'm like, Kobe, it's over. Like, I'm going right on the block.
Do you say Kobe when you?
Nah, I'll be like, and one, from Brooklyn.
From the...
and one. Right. So, yeah, but, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to abuse a person like, in the mid-range. And, like...
Yo, but you can't take nothing away from Kobe, man.
Yeah.
And like, the work ethic that he has is... I mean, it's phenomenal.
That's a fact.
I don't know if you can even find another person on this planet on that level.
That will outwork him, word.
That'll outwork him, right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because at the end of the day, isn't that what it's about? Like, winning means outworking your opponent. And he understood that better than anybody.
He outworked everybody.
Right.
Yeah, because we was talking about it like...
it's a shame him and LeBron never like went head to head in the finals.
No, that's LeBron's fault. How did you lose to the Dwight Howard Orlando Magic team? I don't even know who was on. Oh, it was Dwight Howard and
was Darryl Armstrong on that team?
The brown skin stocky dude.
I don't
was
even
nice. He was nice.
Jimmy Nelson.
Yeah. So I kind of
that was a little squad.
Yeah. So I don't remember.
I said Darryl Armstrong. That was a minute ago.
Yeah, it's like way back. But yeah. So and then remember the commercials and stuff like all of that headed up. That would have been an amazing.
Like what year was that? That was
when. Oh, I don't remember the year, but we could plug the year.
It was like 07, 08,
let's
I
see.
think.
Let's look it up.
Because I'm trying to think of what point that was like Kobe's prime.
Yeah, he was wilding. It was Lakers versus the Magic that year.
Yeah, the Magic went, and it was like 4-1.
Yeah, they beat the shit.
Yeah, that was ugly.
So let's see, Lakers versus Magic.
I mean, and he has so many moments, man. Kobe,
right,
like so many.
Let's see, Magic's finals. So that year, I think that was 2009 NBA Finals. Los Angeles Lakers versus Orlando Magic. So that was 2009.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like middle
Yeah.
to the second
That was
part
the
of
beginning
like
of
his
the
prime.
back-to-back.
Yeah. That was like when they were winning chips. Like
Yeah, because he beat them, and then
was the
he got
Lakers era.
his revenge on the Celtics that next year. So that
I was
pretty
living
dope.
in Atlanta that year. I remember that.
It was
yeah.
crazy?
Yeah, like that was a really good finals. I remember that.
Yeah, because they lost to the Celtics in 08, and I was like,
Yo, I know we talked about Kobe, but real quick on the Celtics, let's stop calling that a dynasty. Let's stop doing that.
but they only won one.
They only won one chip.
But it had like
But
three.
they parade around the world like they some dynasty. Y'all won one chip
for the historic Celtics.
for the historic. Okay, and that is part of the story.
And I think that because that's their last chip, and that chip put them over the Lakers for 16.
Like the
total.
overall?
Yeah, they got the most, 16.
Okay.
And the Lakers has 15. Hopefully, if LeBron delivers this year, the Lakers will have.
Yo, let's talk about that.
Facts. Let's go.
So, do you think first of all, do you think he's gonna do it?
I feel like he has a shot. I think that the
think so,
Clippers
too.
is really good, but they don't play together a lot.
Yo, Doc Rivers was like, I think the best way for the Clippers to honor Kobe is by winning a chip. I was like, what?
Big facts.
With the Clippers?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. No.
Nah.
Yeah, because he didn't mean the Lakers. But when I heard it at first, I thought he meant like for the Lakers to win, but he was like, nah, that's for us.
That's the Clippers. Yeah. Nah. I think the Lakers need to handle that.
I
And,
can't wait for that Western Conference Finals.
yo, it's gonna be crazy.
Yo.
It's gonna be crazy. I hope everybody's healthy.
Yeah, because
Like
if it's
right-
healthy, it's going to be.
Like Anthony, what's his name? Anthony Davis is
Yeah.
like a little dinged up now. Like he just came
Oh,
back.
because that terrible fall.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
was out like for a few games, but he just came back this week. So I hope he's able to be 100% because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do want to see that clash.
I want to see that Western Conference. I need them to be 1-2. I think right now it's who's second. It doesn't matter, but I don't think that I think the Clippers are like in fourth or something like that. So yeah, they need to really make that happen. So
Yeah, so that adds a lot to the NBA storyline this year, and then you have to look at the All-Star, like what they did to the All-Star game.
as of now, it is Lakers Clippers.
Yeah,
We need to hold on. I thought that they were in the third.
who the Lakers?
Because the other day it was Lakers, Nuggets, Clippers.
Oh yeah, nah. Like the Lakers were like 36-9.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
lost like 2 straight, but
Yeah.
they've been cooking, man. Like
Yeah. So this
can't
is.
take anything away from them.
I need this to stay. I need to see this, especially in this year.
I mean, this is pretty much that's the top 5 right there.
That's
the
a
Lakers,
fact.
Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, and Rockets. I agree with that.
Right. Yeah, that's totally correct. Eastern Conference mad weak, but we not talking about that right now.
I mean, the Mavericks. Like, I wouldn't want to play the Mavericks.
Me neither.
I wouldn't want to play them.
Yeah, 3-6. Woo, that's tough. But hell yeah, yo.
But yeah, so I mean, for the All-Star weekend, they're gonna make it 3 quarters. They're not gonna time the fourth, and then they're gonna add 24 to whatever
whatever
the high score is.
Yeah, so each quarter they're gonna start at 0-0.
Right.
Then they're gonna take the totals and then
Yeah, like, and then they're gonna add 24.
So whoever gets
that
to
first.
the max. So if it's 195, the 100. Whoever's at 100, they got to get to 124. Whoever's at 95, they got to get to 124. And whoever gets there first.
That's how they're doing
Facts.
it?
That's a fact.
I
That's
thought-
tough though.
I thought it was just like they're gonna take the high score, add 24 to it, and whoever gets to that wins.
Yes, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you were saying like they're gonna add 24 to each of their totals, and whoever gets to their total wins.
No, whoever gets to the highest total.
Yeah, okay,
Fact.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be
Right.
interesting.
I'm like, wow, that's a good switch up, man. Shit. So
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about Kobe's legacy.
Okay.
I mean, first of all, we know he's a incredible basketball player.
facts.
His influence in the league is, I mean, it's profound. I don't think, like, I've been thinking about this since he passed. Like, I don't think you can say that there's another player, certainly from like our generation or right before like the Jordan era, who has the same type of impact personally
Yeah.
with players that Kobe does.
Which was a surprise to me,
Right.
Because when he first started out, he was basically mimicking Jordan. Like, you got to call it what it was. Like, he was serious. He was I don't want to be friends. And then throughout the course of his career, like, he just started to really give back. I don't know if I can like confidently say that I attribute it to him becoming a father and everything, but whatever transpired in his life just allowed him to like just want to nurture
maturity.
Yeah.
Like,
but like for him to be so good
Right.
and do that. Like, yeah.
And that's the difference between him and MJ. And of course, I don't know them personally. I didn't know
right.
Kobe. I don't know MJ. But
Right.
it looks like he's a little bit more generous with like the game,
Right.
the wisdom, the knowledge.
Jason Tatum, I love the way Jason Tatum play.
That's
Complete Kobe.
Yeah.
And Kyrie Irving, that hunger that he plays with. And the list goes on. It's just like that's
he
amazing.
has like just like listening to the tributes and interviews, there are a lot of players who have personal stories. Like, what did Jordan Clarkson say? He was like, stop. He told me to stop laying it up like a light skin dude.
yeah.
And he was like, so I started laying it up like a dark skin dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love little personal stories like that.
That's a fact, man. Like, and then on top of that, another thing too, he was an ambassador for like the WNBA.
Yo.
Like, and I didn't see that many highlights of Gigi, but the highlights that I saw.
I started watching it this week.
Okay.
And she was nice.
Yo,
like,
you saw
nice.
when she basically went in traffic.
Did a spin.
Did that spin?
Yeah.
I was like,
I saw that joint
ooh,
too. Like,
that's
she was
textbook.
dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the teacher.
Facts.
Look at and somebody pointed this out that she's getting the nuggets that I bet you Kobe's not giving to anybody else. Like, this is like, yo, I'm giving people like the game. You're getting like the game.
She would have been the Jordan of that.
And she
of the WNBA.
I think Kobe probably believed that she would play in the NBA.
Definitely, because he started like becoming like an ambassador for the WNBA, and even days before, like he went out publicly and said like, "There's 3 women. I don't remember their names, but there's 3 women that are in the WNBA that are good enough."
I know Maya Moore was one of them.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
Yeah,
I don't follow the WNBA that closely.
Right.
But he did say that, and I think he believed it.
Yeah,
I think he believed it,
and I think it was true.
Yeah,
like,
I think Maya Moore could cook in the NBA. Like, you know what I mean? If there's a lot of bums in the
Ricky
NBA
Rubio.
right now.
I'm like, yo, if Ricky Rubio could be in the league,
Ricky Rubio's not a bum.
He's not a bum, but I remember he could not shoot. And I'm just like, damn, in this league, and he still has a job.
Yeah.
So I like point guards.
He's,
I'm like, yo,
he's just a specialist at something, and
yeah,
cool.
he can really pass and set it up, but
but he can't shoot for shit. But
yeah, and then on top of that, not only the WNBA, but also like just women's basketball in general, like because he was the coach of his daughter's team and he ran that Mamba's Sports Academy.
Yeah.
Like, so that was adding to his legacy. So like he did what he did with the NBA, but then he also had things going on with like just youth sports, period. Like it had us shedding a different light on women's sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
because I know I wasn't, like you say, like you don't really watch WNBA. Yeah. I still don't really watch it, but Kobe behind it,
must be
that's a
something
different,
to it.
right?
Yeah.
That's a different tune.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, like, and if you're talking about his legacy within like the rankings of the all-time greats, I think he's gonna be top 3 in pretty much everybody's list. I know he's top 3 in mine.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So where in the top 3 is he for you? 2 or
for
1?
Me, like it's hard. Like I don't think anyone is gonna eclipse Jordan,
right.
But he's my Jordan. You know what I mean? So he's number 1 in my eyes, but obviously, you know,
right.
Jordan had the better stats and everything like that. But
okay,
yeah,
that's
1,
fair.
2, it's still dope. It's still dope.
Yeah,
but he definitely led. He's all time scoring for the Lakers too, and he holds a few other records with the Lakers as well. So I'm like, yo, like number 1 Laker to me.
Fact. I mean, that's what Magic Johnson said, and if Magic Johnson says it,
that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean he's number 2 for me, and I think, I'm sorry, he's number 3 for me.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna evolve as the years go on. I think LeBron is eventually gonna be number 1. That's just my personal.
That's fine.
We'll see how it goes though. But but Kobe is in that conversation. I would never. I'm lying. I do argue with people who say he's better than LeBron. I was gonna say I would never argue.
Definitely have mad arguments.
That's like a lot of arguments.
That's all of our arguments.
But at the end of the day, it's really a style.
Yeah.
Preference.
That's a fact.
A lot of people don't like that LeBron defers.
Yeah.
That's how they look at what he does, the way he plays.
But then they don't like his bully ball shit too. Because I remember being.
I know that you don't like that. Yeah, I know you don't.
I
like
remember. That. I hate that he go to the bath. He's so strong that he just pushes like slightly and then just allows momentum.
What you want him to be like, yo, it's dishonorable to use my strength and then just shoot.
Right. So it's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Gotta call you back. Potting. But yeah, so yeah, like it's just like, yo, like you ain't gotta bully people all the time. I just like finesse. I like players that could break you down with footwork.
But let me ask you this: if you were LeBron's size, would you be a finesse player?
I would try to be, yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Why? Why not?
Because
he has the strength.
Because
and
you
now,
have that advantage. You would be a fool not to use your.
Well, yeah,
your
I would
physical-
use it, especially like on the fast break. Of course, I would definitely do that. But
So what are you mad about then?
I'm not mad. I'm just saying I physically can't
Because
play
you
like
aren't
that.
physically LeBron.
But I'm strong. Like when I go
But
to
you're
the
not
basket,
LeBron. You're not
facts.
6'8",
Yeah,
260.
facts.
So there are a lot of strong
That's
people
not,
in the league.
But I could do more of Kobe. Like I like
Facts.
Steph.
I get that.
Because I
I
could
get
do
that.
more of Steph.
I
You know what I
definitely get
mean?
that.
Like, you know what I mean? If I get hot, I got the video. I'm gonna put that
Yo,
video up.
I mean,
me
Kobe.
cashing out.
Kobe's style is street style.
Facts.
Like everybody in the hood wanted to play like Kobe. You know,
Facts.
AIs, those type of players. So
Definitely.
just that takeover mentality,
Yep.
like getting to the Baja. Like I respect it. I like his game, but I just think as far as like overall, I do kind of think LeBron is going to surpass him or has surpassed him.
Yeah, we have to see. We
Yeah.
have to see. He passed him in scoring, but
Yo, and the day before too is just what it's almost like it's I don't know if poetic is the right word for it, but it's bizarre to me. Like
it's
the day
so
before.
random, right?
Yeah.
It's really random. I don't know, man. I'm like, yo, how that, and we gonna slightly talk about like coincidences and
Yeah.
you know, dickhead shit that other people said, but
Yeah.
son.
I mean, yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But let's talk about his the Mamba mentality.
I bet.
What's that about? Like, cause I mean, I think we've kind of touched on it a little bit. It's
Yeah.
just like that will to just be better than your opponent, to be
Right.
great, that drive. But like, talk about how it's applied to like you, because I feel like
Yeah.
we all have kind of strive to be like that.
Facts. So for me, like, so for me, like, I just feel like when I think about the Mamba mentality, I think it doesn't matter what your circumstance is.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you're the biggest. It doesn't matter if you're the fastest.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if, like, whatever the circumstance may be. If you work hard,
Mm-hmm.
you can succeed. It kind of ties into the quote unquote American dream. Like,
Right.
if you work hard. And so for me, being a young kid, seeing that, coming from a place where it's not the best of environments, whatever the case may be, I'm like, all right, let me work hard at least, so that at the end of the day, I'm gonna put everything out on the table. And if it works, it works. But if it doesn't, at least I know I tried. And I
Right.
think that's what the Mamba mentality represents.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. And I would add on to that and say that I also think the Mamba mentality is proof that, like, it shows the power of loving what you do.
Facts.
Like, if you actually love what you do, like what Kobe accomplished is not possible if he didn't love the game of basketball.
Facts.
So finding what you love and then just, like everything you said, diving right into it,
Right.
is how you really, I think, get to that level.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Good way to live, for sure. Good way to
Hell
live.
yeah. And like, even if you work as hard as you can and you don't make it to where you want to make it to, you still gonna get somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
yeah. So I don't know. I apply that to a lot of things. Like, before we go to break, like, I just remember being on my team when it was time for me to try to make varsity for Thomas Jefferson High School in Brooklyn, and I was by no means the best player, nothing. Like, I was riding the bench, to be quite honest. But at the end of the day, it was like, you can't. I was never cut. And that's because if we got on that line and we had to run, I'm going to run. I'm going to run till I pass out. My coaches selling bud, they used to be like, yo, you tired? Y'all tired? Sleep when you die. That's my mentality. I tell people that.
Wait, are you still asleep when you die?
Yo, I need to get my sleep better, though.
Yeah. Let's do better with the sleep.
Big facts. But yo, man, we're going to take a quick break, God, and we'll be right back. Okay. We are back. Yeah, man. That was a great first half.
Yeah. I mean, it feels kind of good to like be able to think back on like his life.
Right.
And really appreciate all the great moments he gave us. So speaking of great moments, like what's your favorite?
So favorite Kobe memory for me, it was back in 2006 when he was playing against the Raptors. Like, I didn't see the full game, but I did see the highlights.
Right.
And I just heard that he scored 81. And I was like, 81? Like, Wilt Chamberlain only scored 100.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
I mean, let's keep it a stack though. The first thing I thought was he went nuts.
he did.
Like to get 81.
I think Yo, actually, how many assists did he have?
Did he have any? He might have had a couple on some like.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know, God. I don't think he. Let's look it up.
He probably saw his teammates in the corner, like Rick Fox in the corner, tearing up, like, "Please pass me the ball.
Right.
Like my kids are here."
Right. Let me see.
Yeah, but I mean, like people, there are plenty of nut people in the league. And
Yeah.
nobody got 81.
Nobody
so
got 81.
It's incredible.
Cory Booker got 70, but that was on the L though.
Yeah, which is crazy. How do you drop 70 and lose?
Right. It's like, damn, with all of that, like you still should have. You know what I mean? Like I'm not finding it right now, but I guess we could put it in. I'd rather not state what his totals were.
Go to basketball. Just type in Kobe 81 basketball reference.
Okay. Oh, that's how you get the stats?
Yeah, there's a website, basketballreference.com. Like they usually
Oh.
have like box scores from like old games.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, bang. Good shit. So yeah, it is. Yo, and they smacked them kinda. Like not really, but 104, 122. Let's see. So this man's small. All right, here we go. That's Jalen Rose, Chris Bosh. Oh yeah, Chris Bosh was on that team. We only talk about Jalen Rose because he was guarding him.
Yeah, like he got a lot of the work.
That's a fact. Yo, he shot 60% from the field.
Yeah, 2 assists. Okay.
The
Pity joints.
Like, yeah, just,
yeah, like, all
like,
right.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. They doubling me. They doubling me. Like, shit. Yeah, two assists, God. That's crazy, but.
Yeah, honestly, like, he was in the zone. And
Yeah.
I don't think you're thinking about passing the ball when you're in the zone. So
Definitely. Like, and so,
Crazy.
and what I like about that is that he did it. They were behind, and he came back and got the W.
Right.
And then once again, like tying it back to the MAMBA mentality, it's just like it shows that if you work hard at something, you could truly succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so that as a kid, just seeing that, I was like, yo, like once again, may not be the best, may not be the fastest, may not be able to jump the highest, but I'm going to go as
You're
hard
not
as
outworking.
I can. Yep, you're not going to outwork me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still trying to take that now. Like,
Right.
I'm going to weigh myself because I got some body goals before the 30th birthday and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So I'm going to weigh myself and just see, you know what I mean, like where I'm at. And I'm taking steps. Like, I just came back from the gym, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, like that.
Yeah.
That's my best memory. What about you, God?
I got a few. The first one that I'll say is low key not a good memory because he did it against the Knicks, low key. You remember this had to be when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Latrell Sprewell was on the Knicks.
Yeah, damn, that was a minute ago.
Yeah, and like Kobe did this crazy reverse dunk.
Oh, I thought that was on Stephon Marbury. When he went behind the back like that cross court pass.
No.
Oh, not the okay.
No.
Yeah, that's the one we put in the intro. My
Yeah,
bad.
no. This is I think Spree was guarding him on the baseline or something like
Yeah.
that, and he just like got past him and did a reverse windmill. It was something disgusting.
I'm gonna try to see if we can find it and
Yeah,
put it in
yeah.
there.
It
Hell
had to be
yeah.
like when I was in high school, like 03,
Yeah.
04. And then like he so that was one. Then like this is in a specific moment, but it's like when he averaged like 40
Yeah,
for an entire month, which I think he's done a few times actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, that's just incredible. James Harden obviously did it last year, so
Right.
I mean,
right. He did it for like what 5 games. So.
yeah. So like, shout out to him for that. But I mean, at the time, I was just blown away that you could
Right.
actually average 40 for an entire month.
Right.
And then the last one is probably like a non-basketball one. It's actually the commercial going back to the 81 thing.
Okay.
When Jalen Rose is like a commercial where they're at a restaurant and Jalen
Yeah.
Rose comes to his table and he's like, hey, how's it going? He's shooting shit. And then Kobe puts his drink order in and he gets like a martini or something like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the lady's like, how many olives? And he's like, 81.
Ooh.
And then he just like stares at Jalen Rose. And then it's
Yeah,
like
that is
awkward
crazy.
stare.
That
and
is
then
crazy.
he's like, I'm just joking. It's a
Yeah.
joke. He gets it.
He gets it because he gave him 81.
Yeah, and it just shows like his personality.
Facts.
Like it was just funny, and it's just like seeing that side of him. I thought was cool too.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's given us so many moments, man.
That's a fact. So
So
many
many.
highlights, even on like when the years where the Lakers weren't too good,
Yeah.
and where he was just going nut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, remember when he violated Smush Parker?
yeah,
Violated
yo,
him.
and that was his teammate.
Yo,
Like,
did him dirty. And then like I remember a few years later, Smush Parker I think said something about Kobe. I think he said something, or for some reason Smush Parker came up again in the news.
Yeah, he said something along the lines of like Kobe hates me, something like that.
Yeah. And I think they asked Kobe about that, and then Kobe, and I saw this obviously like all the highlights that have been on social media. So I saw this recently. He was like what is Smush Parker supposed to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Kobe's right, I'm trash. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, good point.
Yeah.
He's not gonna say that. So he was like, you know what I mean? Like, what he's in China right now. Like, you know, best of luck.
He's still balling?
No, this was
at the time.
this is at the time.
Gotcha.
So he was like, like, you know, hopefully, you know what I mean, he works and he'll get to see this up close again or something like that. NBA up close again.
Damn.
Like, just like casually just like cooking this dude.
That's
But Smush
crazy.
Parker said something after Kobe passed, and it was nothing. I think he was like, I wish I could have like made amends. And
Right. I felt like Dwight Howard should feel like that too, even though he's on the Lakers now. And
are they not? They still got beef?
well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go as far as to say that they still got beef, but he left on terrible terms. You remember, like when Dwight Howard was on the Lakers, that's when
Yeah. No,
Steve Nash.
the circumstances were crazy,
Yeah.
but I mean that was years ago.
That was years
I
ago.
hope they
but
patched that up.
I don't know,
Because I think, you know, obviously, there are always going to be clashes like that with people like Kobe, with people like Shaq, with people like Dwight. I mean, it's just personalities.
Big personalities.
Big personalities.
Facts.
But I think, and I've seen this with Dwight this year. I feel like he's matured. I don't think
Well,
he's.
when you on your last straw and you want a non-guaranteed contract, it's like, what can
That's
you
a
really
fact.
do?
That's a
You
fact.
know what I mean? So,
Yeah, but some people still fuck that up.
yeah.
So, I mean, credit where it's due, I guess. But I think, like, because he matured, I would hope that he and Kobe, who obviously matured himself.
Facts. Yeah, I know. I could probably go as far as to say Kobe probably wasn't sweating it now, but you know, what
Maybe
I mean?
Dwight still was. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He got him up out of there quick.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kobe, because I feel like I don't think Kobe hated people who were trash. Like I
No,
think,
he hated people who had skills,
but didn't work hard.
didn't work hard.
That was
and
it.
that was but we do gotta throw a bone to Dwight Howard. He had a back injury that year. So he like, so he
can
like,
you be
yo.
a little understanding?
Kobe was like, nah, I'm good. Like, nah, you still not working hard. Cause I think like he didn't like when like Dwight would let's say like mess up or miss a dunk or miss a layup, get his shit blocked, and then he's smiling. It's like, yo, what you happy for?
I used to ask that too, though.
That shit weird to me.
Like to be losing and then still like,
yo, when I get if I have a bad day and I'm getting my ass busted in the gym, I'm not happy.
Right.
Like I'm literally trying. I can't wait till the game is over so I can like leave, go put my basketball in the locker, and lift my anger away. Like I don't understand that. Like maybe because there's money involved. I don't know.
I feel like the thought of losing or doing poorly in something gives me anxiety.
It's embarrassing.
I don't understand how you can even be comfortable with it.
Right.
It makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Yo, it's embarrassing, bro. I would never. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, plenty of memories though. Plenty of memories. I know everybody has a Kobe memory. So if you have one and you want to let us know, let us know.
Word, yeah. Drop them in the comments, definitely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, maybe we. Oh no. You can't throw a pin up for open-ended stuff. You got to say, what do you think about this or this, and then people can vote. So never mind. I can't even do that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could pick like
We can put it in Instagram.
what.
Put up in the story like, what's your favorite Kobe moment? And
Oh,
then
right.
that's
Yeah.
open-ended.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Facts. Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so there were obviously a few tributes, and I'm sure there are plenty more tributes to come.
Yeah.
To obviously show some respect to Kobe, pay some respects for his life and legacy.
Right.
The Grammys was the first opportunity because obviously the Grammys happened the day he passed. So what did you think about the Grammys tribute?
I thought it was cool. Alicia Keys had some really really great words that she mentioned. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? Especially like with it being last minute.
Right.
I always wonder, and I hope that we can get to the point with our show, Me, You, and Z's, where like we can be like talking from a teleprompter, even if it's just like you know, like if I show, because I always find that to be I don't know. I wonder how difficult it is.
Yo, one time I'm not gonna lie. One time I went on YouTube and I like searched like teleprompter.
Yeah.
And then and so that it would read the way a teleprompter would read.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of hard, man.
It looked like it'd be going fast. So
yeah,
like,
it goes fast.
when people and for her to like read it and then Kobe meant the world to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So to have the poise, like even if she stuttered a little bit, it is what it is. But like to not completely stumble. That's Alexa. I don't know why. I don't
want to
know
be in the podcast so bad,
Right.
so bad.
That was weird. I hope the mics ain't picking it up.
Yo, my Bluetooth speaker does the same thing, man. That's why I put it on mute. I think it really does listen and record
it's
you.
the feds for a fact.
Like it's a little spooky.
Quick side note. This don't have nothing to do with Kobe, but I know these devices can pick up the stress levels. So let's say like you have like a domestic incident in here. If someone screams, it can pick up the distress levels, and if it's connected to the Wi-Fi, which they all are, it can notify the public authorities. Big fact.
What?
Yep.
I mean, on one level, that's good if it's really happening.
Yeah, but what if I'm playing a prank?
Yeah, or
Boom,
what if
and then
you're throwing a party and
Right.
people are having a blast or something like that.
Right.
So what is it automatically?
It's supposedly.
Or does
I
it
don't
just
ever
start
wanna,
recording?
I don't ever want to find out, but I was told that like it picks up the stress levels.
Yeah, like reevaluate what you're doing if you trigger that.
I know.
Like, police come knocking on your door.
You catching bodies.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Well, I mean, if it works, the way it's supposed to, I guess that's good.
Yeah. Yo, but back to it. You know, the other tribute that I really liked was was how like the players were. Well, a lot of the teams, they were doing like 24-second shot clock violations and then the 8-second backcourt.
Yep.
I really thought that
Which
that
they
was,
did yesterday too at the Lakers game.
Yeah,
which was dope. Yo, by the way, I was hoping the Lakers won that game.
Yeah, they were supposed to get that.
They were supposed to get that W. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't even yesterday. That was
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
But yeah, like I really like that too. I really like, and I'm sure they're gonna do that at the All-Star game. I'm sure they're gonna do that during the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that tribute. I also like the fact that a lot of players are changing their numbers.
Facts.
And then somebody like Kemba Walker, he said, while it's cool if you want to change your numbers, but I may want to honor him a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I may want to keep the number. I don't know what he decided to do. Do you know? Like
No,
I didn't see whether he decided to keep it. I think he still has 24.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I respect that. Like I'm gonna keep this, and I'm just gonna MAMBA mentality. What's
right.
good.
Oh, you know what my homie Scoob sent me? He sent me a post last night, and it said, for now on, remember 21?
Savage?
Nah, 21 the basketball game. So for
21.
viewers who may be listening that may come from, y'all might call it Utah.
Everybody plays 21.
No, but they might call
they
it
have different names.
Yeah, so they might call it Utah or something else. But they were saying like for 21, basically you play the game ones and twos. You got to hit 3-pointers to get one basket. Once you get to 21, you got to shoot a 3-point shot. Some places do a half-court shot. If you miss, you go back to 18. I mean, you go back to 13.
It's the key in my like
Right.
the 3-point joint.
Yeah, yeah. But now there was like for now on, 21 is now 24. And you play it ones and twos, same thing. Yeah, I got that text last night, which I was like, yo, this is low key a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Right. So then and it was like, but if you miss, you go back to 8. I'm like, damn.
Ooh.
That's a little tough.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know about that part, but I do like
Right.
the way that they honor him with that.
Yo,
That's fire.
That was fire, bro. I was like, wow, like, and I'm gonna do that.
Yo, think about your influence to do that. Like
Right.
21 is a universal.
Right.
Do you think it's gonna take? Like you think?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it
dope.
gotta take.
It got
I
to.
know wherever I'm at, like if I'm playing ball at LA Fitness or wherever, and we just doing that to get warmed up.
24.
Facts. 24. Nah, what? 21. Get out of here with that.
That's
Like,
old shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's old
what
shit.
you talking about?
Right. Started turning.
That's
back
dope.
in.
Where did you see that?
My homie Scoob sent it to me.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, shout out to Scoob too. Try and get back in the gym, Scoob. You heard? But yeah, those are a few tributes. But yeah, I'm curious to see what the Super Bowl is gonna do today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure they're gonna do something.
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah.
Yeah. So let's move on to like how Kobe's like passing was covered. Like first of all, we've kind of touched a little bit on like the social media because that's where a lot of people found out about it.
Yeah.
But what did you like? So when I saw how people were reacting to the Kobe news, like with skepticism, it really like to me highlighted the fact that when like people are in a rush like in the media to be first,
That's a fact.
like to the point where obviously the TMZ was right, but like I feel like people like they heard that news from somebody, but
Yep.
it's like can y'all do your journalistic
Yep.
duties first and make sure it's right. It ended up being right, but I also think like the fact that Kobe's widow she found out through TMZ.
Yeah, which is super
you know what I mean,
trash.
and like people are finding out on social media. Family members are finding out on social media. So it kind of highlights like that part, and also the fact that people are. Social media is just a new way that people are getting information.
Like it's very powerful.
It's very powerful.
There were a few people. I'm looking it up right now, trying to pull up I was looking at a few things of like people getting it wrong. You know what I mean? And like people were
saying Rick Fox was on it.
Rick Fox, right? Like it was all the Kobe daughters,
precisely,
the entire family,
precisely,
and
right.
and that like because we're in a sense like we're getting to this like. We're like journalists, kind of. We're reporting on different news and stuff like that, giving our...
Who's a journalist?
Well, okay.
I'm not a journalist.
All right, so what would be the difference?
I didn't go to journalism school.
Me neither. But we're reporting on stuff, and we're giving our like take on stuff. Yeah, it's not really... Yeah, we're not journalists. But I feel like it's better to be... Like, you don't got to be first. I think it's better to be correct.
To be correct. Facts.
Like, and so...
Yo, Rick Fox had to put out a statement like, nah, or somebody on his team did.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm still alive, y'all.
Yeah, like, so, like this one. Like, ABC News suspends reporter over inaccurate information on Kobe Bryant crash.
Which, I mean, they should be suspending his producer who probably told him to say it. It's not like he...
No, he reported this from his social media.
Oh, there we go.
Right. It's like, yo, you want to be first for some clicks, bro. Like, and it was somebody else too. I don't see it, but if you look it up on the internet, you'll find like a ton of people that.
And while you're looking for that, like, let's also talk about the ugly side of not even the media, but people. Yeah. So like obviously LeBron had a personal relationship with Kobe.
Right.
We saw the embrace the night before.
The shoes.
Like, we know like their relationship. So when Kobe passed last Sunday, LeBron didn't hop on Twitter or Instagram to say anything. Like,
that's like you jumping on for your family.
Family. Like, is that what you do?
Right.
Some of y'all do that, actually.
Nah, it took me a while.
Some people do that, which makes it understandable why they expect others to do that. Because LeBron obviously didn't want to do that. So if you look at his comments, people are like, "Oh, you ain't shit. You a bitch. Like, how dare you? Like, you came to LA and you can't even show Kobe homage. Right. Like, you can't pay him homage. You can't do this and that." Basically, like, telling him the terms that he needs to start grieving on. Like,
right. And it's like, could you give a person
space?
Time? Like, because like when you lose a person, you shouldn't just jump.
But what kind of weirdo shit is that? That you're like getting mad at somebody because they're not grieving the way you want them to grieve. Like, that's weird, dog.
That shit is wild weird. I'm like, yo, like, if you like to do that, if that's your cup of tea, cool. You do you.
Right.
But who's to say that he wasn't crying? Because I know for me, I was like, there's no way I'm jumping on. I don't even want to see it. It took me a few days to start watching a lot of the reports. Yeah. And I just say, yo, I don't want to see it. I ordered the book because I've been said I was going to get the book, but I ordered it right then and there. Now they sold out, and I just was like, I don't want to see this shit because I don't want to believe it. When you hear sad news, Kobe Bryant has passed away, like, that doesn't even sound real. Yeah. So now, being a public figure, you got to muster up the strength and confidence to put together words.
Like, he started his post because eventually, of course, he did say something. He was like, I'm not ready to say anything, but here goes. Like, that's whack. Like, y'all forced him to grieve on Instagram for y'all.
Right, like, just for your pleasure. That's all shit. It is. It's almost like entertainment. And it's so sad because it's just like, this is a real person that passed away. This is a real man and a daughter and 7 other people. And then you just going like, I need a response. Like, I get it. We live in this digital age. But no, you have to really put together thoughts when it comes to this stuff because you don't want to say things out of context.
Yo, I don't think LeBron was obligated to say anything.
Facts.
I don't think he needed to hop. If he wanted to grieve privately, maybe reach out to the family. I don't know what he wants to do, but however he thought was the best, most appropriate way to do it is how he should.
It's how he should have did it. That's a fact.
And it's trash that he felt like, yo, I gotta say something.
Right, but when he did that Friday, a couple days ago against Portland, I really loved his speech when he, yo, if I'm reading this, if I've read this, like, I'll be doing y'all a disservice. Threw it away and said stuff from the heart. I don't know how it feels to speak in front of what's the Staples Center? 20,000,
Probably
let's say.
at least 20,000. I'm sure.
20K screaming. People are screaming. Some people are probably intoxicated, and you gotta muster up the strength. So I applaud.
That's one of the most, like, to me, one of the biggest, like there's moments, and then there's the person, and it's on the person to rise and meet that moment.
Facts.
And that's one of the, to me, like, one of the most impressive performances in terms of people rising to the occasion,
right,
and delivering what they were supposed to deliver. Like, he calmed down the city. He gave them comfort.
Yep.
He gave them. He inspired them.
Facts.
He said, like, look, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a celebration. And I'm not gonna lie, I teared up a little bit, you know what I mean?
I teared up.
I
was watching that. I was like,
that hit me a little bit.
And who was right next to LeBron during when Usher was singing, giving his tribute? It was Clay Cook, I believe.
No, Quinn Cook. Yeah,
Quinn Cook,
yeah.
my bad.
Quinn Cook was broken up, man.
He was balling, and
They
that
showed-
made me like.
Yeah, they showed Quinn Cook like the day Kobe passed at like the vigils.
Yeah.
Like he was there with his Kobe jersey on, crying,
right.
like, you know what I mean? Like, just like everybody else.
Yeah, man.
And that's like what you saw throughout the league. Like, people were just tearing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved LeBron's the speech he gave. I thought that was dope.
Yeah, man.
But getting back to you know, social media and all that. I mean, it's important to really just be mindful of what you're saying.
Right.
Like let's be real. Like, these are real people who are involved, and I think it's, you know, it's the responsibility of everybody who's on Twitter, on Instagram, on IG, to make sure that you're saying appropriate things that are mindful of the people involved.
Right.
What did you think about the media coverage?
So yeah, that's funny that you bring that up because like you would have thought that because his 20-year-long career was just, you know, with basketball, that it would be more basketball stuff. But it was just Kobe the family man, Kobe the coach.
Like, basketball was the least of it.
Right. Kobe the person who won the Emmys and all of that. And I was just like, that is fascinating.
Yeah, like the family man angle to me was the most powerful, and that's the one that I've seen most consistently.
That's all I saw for the most part. Like I've seen a few folks do like their like little highlights of them or like put up some stuff, but for the most part, it was just Kobe.
I don't know how you could watch Kobe and not want to be a dad.
Yo, facts.
I mean,
what's that hashtag?
Girl dad.
Girl dad.
Yeah. Like,
and
I don't.
Haters started trying to do like the other thing. I'm like,
Try to do what?
the opposite, like boy, mom. I don't know, something.
Oh.
I was like, yo, could we just?
That's like when it's like Father's Day and
Yeah, what about the moms? Yo, you had
you
your
got a
turn
day, like
last
you literally
month.
have a day,
Right, and nobody cares about Father's Day.
right? So let pops have something,
Right, let them rock. Let us rock. I ain't no dad, but I can't wait to be.
right? I mean, and and I feel like people do look at having a girl as a punishment.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, and that, first of all, that's a
when
bad
we had
thing.
that conversation? I don't remember who we was with, but I said it jokingly, and a girl was like, "How dare you? That's disrespectful."
Which is true.
But I was like, "Sweetheart, like I'm joking." Like,
but there are people who are serious about that.
Yeah.
Like, what did I do?
right.
I was sliming like that.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's a blessing, and look at that. Like,
It is. It's definitely a blessing,
Like-
man. Whoever you have. I always said if I have a daughter, I've been saying this shit for years, bro. I'm gonna do like I said like I'm gonna call it daddy dates, where like we just have like when she's young, it's gonna be just like playtime with my child, just giving my daughter that attention as many times as I can per week.
Right.
But then when she gets older, I'm gonna do it like once a week. So I'm basically taking my daughter out or my daughter's out on a date, and then you know, she won't become a teenager. She ain't gonna really want nothing to do with that.
Right.
And then I'd probably do it like once every 2 weeks, once a month. But I ultimately want to do that to show that someone can love you unconditionally
right,
and not want anything from you.
right. Clap that up, man. Clap that up.
Clap that up. Clap that up. All right.
Oh, you're not ready for the claps? All right, here we go. I gotta have it. But yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel
man.
like, so when I was growing up, my uncle was like, you know, I got a cousin, his
Yeah.
daughter. I got to see like how he treated her, and I feel like I'm gonna treat my daughter the same way. Like, I'm not saying that my daughter can kill somebody, but she could probably get away with murder with me. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be I hope she don't walk over me if I do have a daughter.
Yeah, because then how you deal with that? Shut up, Dad.
Like, I don't want to discipline. Like,
yeah,
lead
nah.
up.
I'm gonna just be disappointed in my child and hope that like that.
Are you gonna do
them.
like? Are you? And this is off topic, but are you gonna like discipline your kids? Like hit your kids?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yo, we gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah,
like,
that's yo, and it's an interesting subject.
I can't do it, and I got a real story about that shit. Me putting my hands on my nephew, but we gonna keep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yo,
damn.
Yeah, it's very interesting, but yeah, man. So let's just
but real quick on the media thing before we.
my bad.
Yeah.
I was like.
Yeah. Before we get to that, like, cause I think this is something that is a very uncomfortable to talk about because we've been talking about the amazing life that Kobe lived, but there, as journalists, and again, I don't presume to speak
we
for
gotta
journalists.
find the other word.
Yeah, like well, I'm actually talking about journalists right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So like when journalists are covering Kobe's life, they have a responsibility to cover the whole story. And so this like Kobe's passing has raised an interesting question about like, when is it appropriate to bring up his the sexual assault accusations?
Yeah, the negative highlights.
The stuff that we're less inclined to want to talk about right now. And there was one reporter, I think she worked for the Washington Post, who was suspended because she tweeted that Kobe was accused of this, was accused of sexual assault, and people obviously like they clapped her, like they weren't playing with her. So there was a lot of like negative reactions to that. She was suspended.
Yeah.
So here's my problem with that. I agree that it's appropriate to talk about all of that. Yep. But I think it requires context. You know what I mean? Like, why would you, like, her tweet was literally like nothing about the fact that he passed, nothing about the fact that he passed 2 hours ago.
Right.
Because this was tweeted 2 hours after he passed.
Right.
Or after it was confirmed. And so nothing about that, nothing about anything about his life. It was just Kobe Bryant was accused of rape.
Right.
It's
Which
like,
is irresponsible.
Irresponsible is the perfect word for that.
Irresponsible. Because you have a platform like.
And there was a lady who, I think her name is Lindsay Granger, and I apologize if I'm getting her name wrong. She's a reporter.
Yeah.
And I think she put it in a way that I don't think you can't say it any better. And it was basically, you have a responsibility to provide that context. And especially, and people are going to be uncomfortable with this, but when it's a black man and a white woman, that deserves additional context too.
Yeah, man. I always said this. I wasn't there, but he had like a knee injury. So I'm like, yo, how you getting it in with no knees? That's all I got to say.
I don't know what happened, man. And I don't think, he did settle. Like, obviously the accuser didn't want to testify.
Yeah.
So he ended up settling. But that, I don't know what happened. And he said he learned from that. So let's also mention that when you mention that.
Exactly.
Like, so, people are gonna be mad about that, and there's an ongoing conversation about how you cover it. But what do you think? Do you think it's appropriate to talk about that?
No, I think if you're gonna report it from a perspective where like you're using it to explain something and then tie it in some way, then okay, if you're trying to make it work, if that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to utilize your platform, do it. But if you're just saying it just to say like fuck out of here, no way.
Right.
It's irresponsible.
And that was her goal. Like to say like, y'all hyping this dude, but he really he's a monster.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so the fact that she didn't even bother like offering like an apology or saying like this is, or she didn't even consider the family, any of the families really.
Right.
And I think it's just that rush to just want to be like holier than thou.
Yeah.
Like somebody died. Like shut up for a couple of hours.
Right. Exactly. I completely agree with that. Like.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like I mean, information spreads very fast. I think this is a reminder of that. There are only a couple of other incidents that I can remember on social media that even come close to this. One of them, I don't know if you remember the Boston marathon bombing.
Yeah.
I remember the internet was crazy for that too, because it was similar. Like it was breaking news. Nobody knew what was true. It was a manhunt. So that was like the only example that I can think of. Oh, and what's the dude who's on the run? He killed like police officers
in Texas.
No, I think it was like was it Cali? He wrote like a manifesto.
Oh, I'm not sure.
And he was like, and they were like, all the conspiracy theorists on the internet.
We can look it up.
Damn, it was like, I definitely don't remember, but it was like, Yeah,
Cops.
and then go no. I think it's California, or just put in like man kills cops and then manhunt.
Yeah.
Just to put in manhunt. It's like Eric something.
All right.
I know somebody's yelling.
Eric. Oh wait, it's 2 Erics.
Just type that in. Nope.
No, that's not. He looked like one.
Yeah,
though.
now this is a black dude. But anyway, that was another one because that was another like example of nobody knew what was happening.
Is this him?
No, it's definitely not free.
Oh,
It's a black dude. It was like maybe it's not Eric.
Christopher? I'm not sure.
Yes, that's him.
Oh,
Chris
that's him?
Dorner. That's him. I said Eric. That was wild wrong. Damn, that was in 2013?
That's crazy. Yeah, I was wondering because I didn't know who you were referring to.
Yeah, but do you remember this?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get the race war started or something like that. I don't know.
God.
But I think he was a former cop.
Man.
Yeah. LAPD. Yep.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Yeah, I know everybody remembers this.
Yeah, I do remember this guy. But I was a kid then, but yeah.
In 2013?
Oh, I'm thinking about 2003.
This was not that long ago. There was no Twitter back in 03.
That's why I was like, I don't remember that. I was like, yo, but I do remember this dude. Yeah. I didn't remember his name though, but damn.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but no, she definitely shouldn't have done that. Like it's
and so just going back again to like the dark side of social media, we got to talk about the unfortunate conspiracy theories. Not necessarily like whether or not they're true or not, because I don't think we need to entertain that, but just the fact that they're out there.
Yeah, they are out there.
Who's your boy?
It's not my boy. That's Z's man.
That's Z's.
We can't talk about Z's. He ain't here to defend himself.
But that is but Z's did say. I will say that Z's was like, I don't agree with this at all.
Yes,
he did say that. But Dr. Umar Johnson is. He was on Instagram bugging the fuck out.
Sitting behind the rock. Behind the red, black, and green rock.
Yeah.
And so basically,
it was outside.
He was outside.
Somebody on
with it like this.
Somebody on Twitter was like, he's outside because nobody in the house want to hear that shit right now.
Right. Take that shit outside by the rock.
Outside.
By the rock. Like.
So what did he say?
He was saying that how it's a conspiracy. So Kobe Bryant he was actually in battle with a pharmaceutical company over the use of the term Black Mamba. So the pharmaceutical company, they wanted to use the term Black Mamba for they wanted to patent Black Mamba Hyper Rush specifically. And Kobe's stance was, listen, like,
that's me.
That's me.
Like what are you talking
all
about?
of the Black Mamba, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Get this dude off.
Right, yeah, let's get rid of this dude. But like, yeah, like all of that, like, all of those things, it's just like,
right.
Like we know it's synonymous with Kobe Bryant. So for you to like try to take that, it's like it's wrong.
Yeah.
So then they was going through like the whole back and forth.
There was a lawsuit, litigation.
Yeah. And so Kobe suspended it. Well, not suspended it, but he asked to postpone
the lawsuit.
Yeah, to postpone until going on into trial before to try to like negotiate it.
So what did Umar Johnson say about this?
So he was saying because of that,
yeah,
that the people in the pharmaceutical companies sabotage the propeller. Mm-hmm. He also mentioned that there was no like how could he see through the fog, which is why I wanted to bring up the point of there's two different types of ways to see when you
so
find
annoying.
the plane. And
why would you even say that?
Right. It's like, yo, you bugging the fuck out with no information.
Fact free. Like I bet you he didn't cite one fact, just a feeling.
Nah, it's just a feeling, and to be that big, and on top of that, it was kind of slimy because at the end of it, because I remember I told you I watched the full clip. We won't even give it the time of day to put it in.
Right.
But I watched the full clip. At the end of it, he was like, yo, make sure you go and donate to his school,
corny
Marcus
shit.
Garvey school,
corny
or whatever.
Shit.
Yeah, man, like
that. So this is at the end of the day, this is him trying to clout chase.
Right, or he could possibly believe that. You know what I mean?
Yo,
which is
I'm gonna tell you, I'm pretty sure he doesn't believe a word he's saying. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, God. It looked like he believed it to me.
Yo, but based on what?
Like his conviction.
Yeah, but
he was your conviction is high when you say the same thing 2-3 times over. Like, that means you're truly trying to get your point across. And he was like, Kobe was assassinated by da-da-da-da. And he was saying, like, to a mind that doesn't want to do research, it sound good.
Right.
Because I was like, oh, he really like...
Especially when you factor in the fact that humans, by our nature, I feel like always want to explain the unexplainable.
Exactly. So
it's just what we want.
And so for him to bring it up, because I was like, yo, I didn't know what the pharmaceutical company, I didn't know he was in battle for that. So I looked it up and was like, oh, the high-tech pharmaceutical company, high-tech, that's the name of it. Oh, this thing actually exists. So for someone that are less informed.
And then you don't go you don't go beyond that.
Yep.
But because the initial research you did was verified, you're like, oh, the whole thing must be true.
Right. Oh, it's the high-tech pharmaceuticals. They really in a battle. Oh, this shit real. They want to get him up out of here. And he also said something about like he utilized like white supremacy and stuff. And he was saying like with white supremacy, like they're ruthless, they're this, they're that. And it's like, yo, there are people that hate us for the color of our skin. But right now, could you please allow these families to grieve?
There were 7 other victims.
Facts. And he also tried to defend that. He was like, oh, they didn't know because Kobe usually flies his own helicopter. How you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, exactly. And that's I think what everybody should be asking him. Exactly. How do you know?
Right.
Who are you? Did Kobe even know him? Did he even know Umar Johnson personally?
Probably not. I don't know.
Doubtful.
Yeah, but it's just like, once again, tying back to that irresponsible.
It's irresponsible. Like irresponsible. And that's the problem I have with people like him. They clout chase. They advance these cuckoo, like this is cuckoo stuff.
Yeah, man.
And then I didn't even realize that he asked for bread. Like, to me, that
at the end of it, he 100% asked to donate to the Marcus Garvey School of his school, whatever the school.
Heard
was.
you. Like, I hope you don't get $1, and if you do, out there running your shit.
It's like, yo, like, he trying to help the black community, but you should not utilize this. Another thing that was very disgusting to me, I routinely go to Facebook. And I like the other tabs, like the Facebook video tabs. You can really get caught through a wormhole, like
on
watching.
Facebook?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I do not go on Facebook.
See, I do. I went on Facebook and I clicked the little marketplace. There were dudes trying to sell their Kobe's, bro. They weren't even clean.
I went on the GOAT app and the shit I was seeing, but I mean, it's expected, but it's still disgusting.
Yeah,
to see.
But on Facebook, it was like, yo, he just died, and you're just trying to get rid of that's like me trying to get rid of, which ones? These are my basketball kicks. That's like me just trying to sell them just because it's Kobe's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll make some money off of it, but why would you want to make money off of someone's death? You know what I mean? And I just thought that was foul. And everybody there agreed with me. Right. Like, there were people, but they were going hard. They were like, yo, you fucking scumbag.
Oh, you said something?
Nah, I wanted to, but I was like, nah, I'm just going to sit out on this one.
I always go through that phase where I'm like, I got to say something, but I'm like, nah.
Yeah, nah.
I'm not engaging on the internet.
Yeah, I don't
with
like to. Yeah. I don't like that. I don't know. But yeah, I just thought that was really foul.
It's disgusting. Like I saw, I mean, they're player editions, like the Jordan 3s, Kobe player editions for 25 racks.
Yeah, that's crazy. These red Mambas are going for what, like $9.85 a band. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, but once again,
and if you try to act funny with it and try to take it, he got that shit the stress.
Right, I'm like, help me! I'm like, I would try to do something, God. I'm like, yo, I gotta make the stress levels go up, right? Because you're not robbing me.
You might just triggered that shit right now.
I know. Oh, it's coloring. Oh no, yo, I be laying here sometimes watching television, and the thing just comes on. I'm like, yo, this is spooky, bro.
Yeah, it's scary. And my Bluetooth speaker, like when you trigger it, it does this it turns on. I'm like, yo, I didn't say nothing. Shut up.
It's like the price you pay for technology.
Facts.
But yeah, that's disgusting. You guys are fucking scumbags. Yeah,
scumbags
and
to the max.
Yeah, if you want to make a little change over someone's passing, the best of luck to you, man. That shit is trash, yo.
Right,
that shit is definitely trash.
Right.
But
yeah, man.
Yo.
So, yeah, it's been a heavy week, I think, for the entire country, for the world. I mean, Kobe is one of those few American athletes, at least, who transcend countries and nationalities, LeBron, all the one name dudes,
right.
Like all of them, big everywhere,
right,
on the level of soccer players internationally. So everybody was feeling this one. Shouts out to his support system, like
Definitely.
his family, all the people that are going through it, the entire Lakers organization.
Right. The entire Lakers organization, the fans, the friends, everybody that just known him. We want to send our condolences to everyone. And
yeah.
Also, well, I think, that's a great place to leave it. We really, we went in, we spoke about the good, the bad, and the ugly about Kobe Bryant today. But, we just wanted to contribute our farewell to Kobe Bryant. And before we go, we just wanted to thank you guys for, just constantly like supporting us as well, taking the time out of your lives to listen to everything that we're talking about. I think this is going well. I really like this episode. I'm really happy where we are, and it's unfortunate that we have to lose such a huge figure in life. But what I would recommend and what I'm trying to take from it is that, we need to like really appreciate the moments that we do have. And I know everybody's probably saying that, but I need to do better with contacting my family. And I'm definitely going to try to do that. Not just because of Kobe. I was saying that before when I went and saw my nieces and nephews in November. But, it's like we got to really make sure that we take that time out. Once again, thank you guys for supporting us. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe. And if you good, bro, come back to Aziz with the good news. Hopefully, your team, getting that W. So shouts out to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you good?
Yeah, man.
All right,
it's
man.
been a good one, man.
Yeah, man. So on that note, we are the pod with no name. I'm
Tully.
and you are
Prince.
Hey, and we're
I say ya.
and we are out.
Los Angeles Lakers.